Have you ever felt that subtle energy, that quiet pull, and wondered if someone's attention is more than just polite conversation? That feeling of curiosity, that tiny spark of hope that maybe, just maybe, someone sees you for who you truly are, and not just the surface they can touch? Imagine for a moment if you could see beyond words, beyond gestures that are easy to misread, and into the real truth of someone's attraction. How would it feel to walk into a room knowing that the energy between you and someone else is not accidental, but a reflection of their genuine interest, their admiration, their desire to be near you? That clarity, that understanding is a kind of power. It is the power to recognize sincerity before it fades into confusion, to protect your heart from uncertainty, and to step confidently into the connections that truly matter. When a man is highly attracted to you, it's rarely just about the words he says. It is in the way he carries himself around you, in the tiny gestures that hint at curiosity and fascination, in the way he subtly mirrors your energy without realizing it. Humans are wired to respond to what resonates with them, and attraction is a force that shows itself in behaviors, often before the mind even acknowledges it. The more you learn to read these signals, the more you reclaim control over your own emotional experience. You no longer have to guess, no longer have to overthink, because you can see clearly what is genuine and what is superficial. You can notice the difference between fleeting flirtation and consistent, intentional interest. Understanding this gives you a kind of freedom that most women never fully experience. It allows you to stop doubting yourself, stop questioning if you're imagining signals that aren't there. Every glance, every small act of care, every moment of attention can be recognized for what it is, and you can respond consciously. Awareness is not manipulation, it is presence, it is confidence. It is the ability to step into your own power without needing validation from anyone else. When you notice the subtle ways a man invests his energy in you, you are not just reading him, you are reading yourself, affirming your value and honoring your intuition. And here's the most important truth. Being able to recognize these signs is not just about dating. It's about your self-worth. It's about knowing that your presence, your energy, your essence is magnetic and deserving of attention that is real. When you can perceive attraction clearly, you no longer settle for crumbs, for empty gestures, for uncertainty. You align yourself with people who truly see you, who value you, who are drawn to your light. By the end of this video, you will not just understand what a man does when he is highly attracted, you will understand why it matters to your life, your confidence, and the kind of love and attention you allow yourself to receive. Imagine the freedom of walking into every interaction fully aware, fully empowered, and fully in command of your own emotional space. Imagine feeling the thrill of connection without doubt, the excitement of attention without confusion, and the quiet strength of knowing that you are always worth the focus, the care, and the admiration of those who are truly captivated by you. That clarity, that certainty, is the beginning of everything you are about to discover, and it starts the moment you choose to see it for yourself. Have you ever noticed how a person's body can speak louder than any words they utter? How a glance, a lean, a subtle shift in posture can reveal more truth than the most carefully crafted sentence? When a man is drawn to you, his body begins to tell a story even before he speaks. It's in the way he leans in when you talk, how his shoulders angle toward you as if your presence alone demands attention, how his gestures unconsciously mirror yours, reflecting your energy back to you. Every movement becomes a language of desire, a silent confession that words could never fully capture. This is the power of nonverbal communication, the hidden channel through which genuine attraction flows. And learning to read it gives you insight that is both rare and transformative. Your eyes, your energy, your very presence act like a magnet, and the world responds often without conscious thought. When a man is highly attracted, he mirrors your laughter, your pace, your subtle moods, not because he is trying, but because his mind and body are drawn to yours in a natural, unspoken alignment. This is not manipulation or performance. It is instinct wired deep within him. And when you begin to notice these cues, something extraordinary happens. You step into a space of clarity where uncertainty no longer dictates your emotions. You see the truth in what is happening, and with that truth comes confidence, a deep, unshakable confidence that radiates from within. You no longer wonder if someone is interested. You feel it, you recognize it, you embrace it. There is an intoxicating power in understanding these signals. because they affirm something vital about yourself. You are worthy of attention, of energy, of desire that is genuine and consistent. Every subtle touch, every mirrored gesture, every lean forward in conversation is a reflection of your value, a confirmation that you matter, that your presence is magnetic, that your essence commands notice. When you tune into this language, you are not just observing someone else, you are observing your own worth mirrored back through their behavior. You are reminded that you deserve the kind of connection that is unambiguous, intentional, and emotionally rich. When you allow yourself to see these signs, you step into a rhythm of awareness that changes everything. You begin to distinguish between fleeting interest and deep, genuine attraction. You learn to recognize actions that matter, gestures that signify care, and movements that reveal true desire. This awareness transforms the way you interact with the world, giving you the power to engage consciously, to respond rather than react, and to protect your heart while welcoming what is real. Every interaction becomes a mirror, not just of the other person's intent, but of your own value, your own energy, your own magnetic presence. Imagine walking into a room and immediately sensing the currents of attraction around you, seeing the subtle signs of desire, feeling the alignment of attention and energy. Imagine the clarity, the quiet strength, the empowerment of knowing without question what is genuine. You no longer settle for confusion, for inconsistency, for attention that is half-hearted. You step into every connection fully aware, fully confident, and fully deserving of what is real. Every movement you notice, every gesture you perceive becomes a reminder that you are worthy of authentic attraction, of attention that is sincere, and of the magnetic connection that only comes when someone is drawn to your essence with undeniable intensity. Have you ever noticed how deeply someone can focus on you? Not just with their eyes, but with their presence, their attention, their very energy. There is a difference between casual interest and the kind of attention that lingers, that studies every detail, that remembers the small things without being prompted. When a man is genuinely attracted, he listens not to reply, but to understand. He notices your favorite words, your subtle gestures, the way your energy shifts with the mood of the room. This kind of attention is rare, and it is powerful because it reveals intent, emotional investment, and a level of care that cannot be faked. Recognizing this allows you to distinguish between fleeting curiosity and authentic desire. And in that distinction lies the key to your confidence, your clarity, and your ability to choose wisely. Focused attention is more than just observing. It is an act of validation. The human brain responds to interest with a release of dopamine, creating emotional resonance that draws people closer. When someone is truly captivated by you, their focus becomes an invisible thread, pulling them toward your world, weaving a connection that feels effortless and magnetic. You can feel it in the way they remember the little things, how they follow up on what you said yesterday, how they anticipate what might make you feel seen, appreciated, or understood. This is not performative charm, it is a reflection of genuine attraction. When you recognize this pattern, it reinforces something essential about yourself. You are worthy of attention that is unwavering, of presence that is intentional, and of energy that aligns with your own. This awareness transforms the way you experience interactions. No longer do you need to overthink, to doubt, to question the meaning behind every word or glance. You begin to understand that consistent attention is a language of its own, and learning to read it gives you an extraordinary advantage. You gain the ability to recognize authenticity, to respond with intention, and to protect your heart from distractions that do not serve your growth or your value. Every moment of focused attention is a reflection of your worth, a subtle reminder that you deserve to be seen fully, not partially, to be understood, not misinterpreted, to be valued, not taken for granted. The power of recognizing focused attention is also transformative internally. It teaches you to honor your own energy, to appreciate the people who choose to invest it in you, and to release those who offer only empty gestures. This clarity allows you to step into relationships with confidence, knowing that the effort and care you receive are aligned with your value, your presence, and your essence. You no longer chase validation because you can feel it in the actions of those who are genuinely drawn to you. You learn to trust your intuition, to notice the difference between fleeting interest and deliberate engagement, and to respond in a way that preserves your dignity while encouraging authentic connection. Imagine the freedom of being able to walk through every interaction with absolute clarity, sensing who is truly captivated by your presence, who values your energy, and who invests their attention in a way that reflects deep attraction. Imagine the confidence that comes from knowing the difference between distraction and devotion, between surface-level charm and meaningful focus. This awareness is not just a skill, it is a form of empowerment. It allows you to engage fully, love wisely, and embrace connections that honor your worth, your energy, and your extraordinary ability to attract what is real, meaningful, and profoundly aligned with who you are. Have you ever sensed someone caring for you in ways so subtle, so instinctive that it barely touches the surface of awareness, yet it resonates deep inside? When a man is truly attracted, he begins to act in ways that protect and prioritize your comfort without needing to be asked. It is in the small gestures, the way he notices if you are cold, the way he steps in when a situation feels uncomfortable, the way he instinctively considers your well-being and choices he makes. These actions are not performed for recognition or approval. They come from a genuine desire to safeguard your energy, your space, and your peace of mind. Recognizing this allows you to see attraction not just as words or looks, but as consistent behavior that aligns with respect, care, and intention. There is a quiet psychology behind this. Humans are wired to protect what they value, often before they even realize why. When a man feels a deep connection or desire, his brain triggers instinctual responses aimed at preserving that bond, consciously or unconsciously. This is why he may instinctively offer support, notice risks, or prioritize your safety. Every small act, every consideration is a signal that you matter, that your presence is significant, and that his attraction is not fleeting. Understanding this gives you clarity, helping you distinguish between empty gestures and meaningful investment, and it empowers you to respond with confidence, self-respect, and awareness. Attraction that manifests through protective behaviors speaks volumes about intention. It shows you that he sees you as someone worth his energy, time, and care. These moments, often subtle, are proof that his feelings are not surface level. They are actions rooted in desire, respect, and genuine interest. For you, recognizing them transforms your perspective. You begin to trust your intuition, to honor your perception, and to appreciate the signs of authentic attraction. Each gesture becomes a mirror reflecting your value, reinforcing that you are worthy of attention that is conscious, deliberate, and consistent. When you are attuned to these behaviors, your interactions shift. You no longer have to question whether someone truly cares or whether their interest is real. You begin to notice patterns, to see consistency in action, and to measure attraction by what is done rather than what is said. This clarity is liberating. It protects your emotional energy, allowing you to invest in people who demonstrate genuine care while letting go of those whose attention is superficial or inconsistent. Every act of subtle protection is a quiet declaration of value, a reminder that your presence deserves consideration, thoughtfulness, and respect. Imagine moving through your relationships with the ability to perceive these nuances. Imagine feeling the confidence that comes from knowing who is truly invested in your comfort and well-being. When you can see these signals clearly, you no longer settle for fleeting attention or performative gestures. You recognize the ones whose actions align with their attraction, whose care is authentic, and whose desire to connect with you is undeniable. This awareness empowers you to make choices that honor your worth, protect your heart, and cultivate connections that are grounded in intention, respect, and real, undeniable attraction. It is a quiet strength, a subtle power, and a reminder that the right attention is always aligned with your value, your energy, and your essence. Have you ever noticed how energy can be contagious? How the mood of one person can shift the atmosphere around them? When a man is truly attracted to you, he doesn't just respond to your words or your presence. He aligns with your emotional rhythm. He mirrors your excitement, matches your laughter, and resonates with your energy in ways that feel effortless yet profoundly intimate. This is not coincidence. It is a subconscious dance of connection, a reflection of how deeply he is tuned into you. Emotional alignment is a powerful indicator of attraction because it shows that he is not merely observing you, he is experiencing you, feeling your energy, and unconsciously weaving his own into the same frequency. The psychology behind this is profound. Humans are wired to mirror emotions to build empathy, understanding, and connection. When someone mirrors your mood, it signals unconscious investment, the kind of deep attraction that seeks resonance rather than control. A man who is attuned to your emotional energy demonstrates that he values not just your presence, but your inner world. He notices the subtle shifts in your spirit, the little sparks of joy, the quiet moments of tension, and he responds in a way that amplifies harmony and creates a sense of being understood. Recognizing this allows you to perceive attraction in a layer deeper than words or gestures, in a frequency of energy that resonates with truth. When you understand emotional alignment, you begin to see how powerful it is in creating magnetic connection. It is the kind of attraction that does not rely on gimmicks, lines, or fleeting attention. It is a bond that grows naturally when two energies meet, respond, and synchronize. When you notice that a man's energy matches yours, it is a sign that his interest is genuine, that he is emotionally invested, and that he seeks a connection that is meaningful rather than superficial. This awareness empowers you to recognize authenticity, to differentiate between fleeting charm and intentional engagement, and to respond in a way that honors both your energy and your value. The significance of this cannot be overstated. Emotional resonance is a subtle but unmistakable signal of desire. It creates a sense of ease, excitement, and magnetic pull that cannot be fabricated. When someone is attuned to your emotional state, it allows you to feel seen, heard, and understood at a level that transcends superficial attraction. It validates your energy, reinforces your worth, and encourages a connection that is authentic, intentional, and deeply engaging. Observing this alignment gives you clarity, allowing you to navigate relationships with confidence, knowing when interest is real and when it is performative. Imagine the empowerment that comes from recognizing this kind of attraction. Imagine sensing the rhythm of his energy aligning with yours, feeling the unspoken harmony in the way he mirrors your emotions, and knowing with certainty that his attention is genuine, intentional, and invested. This awareness strengthens your intuition, protects your emotional energy, and allows you to step fully into connections that are real and resonant. You begin to understand that attraction is not just a matter of words or gestures, it is a reflection of energy, alignment, and the deep subconscious desire to connect. When you perceive this clearly, you are no longer guessing or doubting. You are fully aware, fully empowered, and fully capable of embracing connections that honor your essence, your emotional depth, and your worth. Have you ever noticed how time and attention are the most valuable gifts a person can give? When a man is truly attracted, he finds ways to prioritize you, not because he is obligated, but because being present in your world matters to him. He makes time when it is inconvenient. He remembers details when it would be easier to forget, and he seeks moments with you even amidst the chaos of life. This prioritization is a clear reflection of intent, a signal that his interest is real and deliberate. Understanding this gives you the power to separate effort from empty words, action from promises, and genuine desire from fleeting attention. The psychology behind prioritization is simple yet profound. Humans are naturally drawn to invest their time and energy in what they value most. When someone makes consistent efforts to include you in their life, it is a subconscious signal that you matter to them on a deep level. It is an alignment of action with intent, proof that attraction is not just theoretical or imagined, but tangible, deliberate, and meaningful. Recognizing this allows you to assess interest with clarity and confidence, knowing that attention is never wasted when it comes from someone who truly cares. Every moment someone chooses to spend with you is an unspoken affirmation of your worth, a reflection that you are not just noticed, you are cherished, considered, and prioritized. When a man prioritizes you, it goes beyond scheduling or convenience. It is reflected in the little things he does without expectation, remembering your preferences, checking in when he knows you might need support, or adjusting his own plans to create space for your presence. These actions reveal a subconscious desire to invest in the relationship and in your well-being. Recognizing these patterns allows you to feel secure in the authenticity of his attraction. It teaches you to value consistency, to trust actions over words, and to embrace connections where effort is constant, not occasional. This awareness transforms the way you approach relationships. You begin to notice the difference between attention that is superficial and attention that is intentional. You learn to recognize when someone's actions consistently align with their interest, creating a sense of trust, security, and emotional clarity. This clarity empowers you to protect your heart, to honor your time, and to invest your energy in people who demonstrate through their actions that you are valued, respected, and genuinely desired. Prioritization is not about grand gestures. It is about steady, reliable, and conscious effort that signals authentic attraction. Imagine the confidence that comes from seeing these signs clearly. Imagine understanding without doubt when someone truly values your presence, when their attention is genuine, and when their actions align with their attraction. This awareness gives you the power to choose wisely, to step fully into relationships that honor your worth, and to release those that offer only empty gestures. When you recognize prioritization as a measure of true desire, you are no longer guessing, doubting, or questioning your value. You are fully aware, fully empowered, and fully capable of embracing connections that are intentional, meaningful, and deeply aligned with your energy and your essence. The way someone prioritizes you is not just a reflection of their feelings, it is a mirror of the respect, care, and value they hold for you, and seeing it clearly transforms the way you experience attraction forever. Have you ever felt the spark of playful energy, that magnetic tension that makes interactions feel electric, alive, and charged with possibility? When a man is deeply attracted, he often engages in subtle teasing, light banter, and playful challenges. These are not random or thoughtless. They are a deliberate, unconscious way of creating connection, building intrigue, and inviting you into a space where vulnerability and desire can coexist. This playful energy signals confidence, interest, and investment. It is a language of attraction that goes beyond words, tapping directly into emotion, curiosity, and the thrill of being noticed and desired. Psychology shows that humans are wired to respond to playful engagement. Light teasing and banter trigger dopamine, the chemical of excitement, anticipation, and connection. When someone challenges you in a safe, playful way, it creates emotional peaks that deepen attraction and make interactions memorable. A man who is drawn to you will naturally create these moments, testing the boundaries of comfort while simultaneously signaling that he is paying attention, that he values your response, and that he desires a dynamic, engaging connection. Recognizing this pattern allows you to differentiate between superficial flirtation and deep, authentic attraction, empowering you to respond consciously, maintain your energy, and embrace connections that are both exciting and real. Playful teasing also reveals emotional courage. It is not just charm, it is a way of showing interest while risking a reaction, exposing a vulnerability that reflects genuine attraction. When a man engages you in this way, he is investing energy, attention, and intention into the interaction. These small moments of tension and release, of challenge and laughter, are signposts of desire. They tell you that his mind and his heart are actively engaged, that he is attuned to your reactions, and that your presence evokes both excitement and care. By noticing this, you gain clarity about the depth of his interest and the authenticity of his connection. This awareness transforms how you interpret interactions. You no longer dismiss playful energy as mere humor or casual charm. You recognize it as a signal, a sign that someone is actively investing in creating emotional resonance, connection, and attraction. It allows you to engage confidently, respond with your own energy, and test the dynamic in ways that protect your heart while deepening mutual interest. Every laugh, every playful challenge, every spark of tension becomes a reflection of genuine desire, giving you the insight to differentiate authentic attraction from fleeting attention. Imagine the empowerment that comes from understanding this subtle language. Imagine sensing when someone's playful energy is a reflection of true interest, when it aligns with their attention, effort, and consistency. This knowledge allows you to step fully into interactions with confidence, awareness, and authority over your own emotional space. You begin to see the difference between connection that excites and connection that is empty. You start to recognize the people whose energy matches yours, whose attraction is real, and whose intention is clear. Playful engagement becomes more than just a moment. It becomes a window into the heart, a signal of investment, and a powerful indicator that you are being noticed, valued, and genuinely desired. It is in these subtle, electric moments that the truth of attraction is revealed, and seeing it clearly changes the way you experience every connection forever. Have you ever listened to the tone of someone's voice and felt it reach deep inside you even before a single word truly lands? When a man is highly attracted, his voice changes without him thinking about it. It softens, it lowers, it lingers on your words in a way that communicates care, interest, and desire without saying it outright. The rhythm, the pitch, the subtle inflections become a language of their own, a signal that transcends words and taps directly into emotion. Paying attention to this is not just awareness, it is a way of perceiving authenticity, of recognizing when attraction is genuine, and of feeling the energy of intent that often goes unnoticed. Psychological research shows that vocal modulation is a powerful tool in human connection. A man unconsciously adjusts his tone when he wants to create warmth, trust, and closeness. This is not something he does consciously. It is a natural, instinctive reflection of interest. When his voice softens, when he speaks with care, when there is a subtle attentiveness in his cadence, it is a reflection of emotional investment. Recognizing this allows you to feel the difference between words that are empty and words that carry genuine desire, creating a deeper understanding of connection that few people ever perceive. When a voice becomes a channel of attraction, it carries energy that resonates beyond the moment. It creates a magnetic pull that is felt rather than analyzed, a resonance that signals care, focus, and investment. A man who is truly drawn to you will naturally use his voice to communicate attention and interest. He listens not just with his mind, but with his tone, shaping interactions in ways that make you feel noticed, valued, and emotionally aligned. When you tune into this, you are not just hearing words, you are feeling intention. You are recognizing signals of attraction that are rooted in the body and the mind, signals that are subtle yet undeniable. This awareness transforms the way you perceive connection. You begin to hear intention where others might hear casual conversation. You learn to distinguish between voices that carry meaning and those that are hollow, between attention that is authentic and attention that is performative. This clarity strengthens your intuition, protects your emotional energy, and allows you to engage with people whose interest is real and consistent. Every subtle change in tone becomes a map, guiding you to see the truth of someone's attraction and aligning your responses with awareness rather than assumption. Imagine the power of recognizing this language. Imagine sensing the authenticity in every word, every inflection, every pause. This awareness allows you to navigate interactions with confidence, knowing when attention is genuine, when energy is aligned, and when connection is rooted in true desire. You begin to experience relationships in a new way, where vocal cues become signals of investment, resonance, and attraction. Understanding this subtle emotional language ensures that you are not just participating in interactions, you are perceiving the underlying energy of intent, making conscious choices, and stepping fully into connections that honor your worth, your presence, and the magnetic essence that draws genuine attention toward you. It is a skill that elevates your perception, empowers your confidence, and deepens every interaction into something intentional, authentic, and undeniably powerful. Have you ever felt the subtle pull when someone naturally steps closer, just a little, without you asking, without a word being exchanged? When a man is genuinely attracted, his body seeks proximity to yours, not to crowd or control, but to connect, to feel the energy you radiate, and to create a sense of closeness that words cannot express. This movement is instinctive, a subconscious reflection of desire and interest. Every lean forward, every subtle shift toward your space, every small gesture that decreases distance is a signal of genuine attraction. Learning to notice these moments gives you insight into intent, clarity about connection, and the power to perceive authenticity beyond what is said. Human beings are wired to respond to physical presence. Our brains register proximity as an indicator of trust, interest, and emotional engagement. When a man consistently seeks to be near you, it is not random. It is a reflection of how valuable your presence is to him. This is a silent language, a form of communication that transcends words, revealing the depth of attention, desire, and emotional investment. By observing these subtle movements, you can distinguish between casual familiarity and intentional attraction. Every inch closer is a subconscious expression of focus. Every alignment with your space is a testament to how drawn he is to your energy. Proximity is also a signal of comfort and trust. A man who is attracted will naturally reduce distance to create connection, but he will do so with awareness of boundaries, respecting your comfort while showing investment. This balance is essential because genuine attraction aligns desire with respect, Recognizing this pattern allows you to perceive the depth of his interest without confusion. It teaches you to value the actions that reflect conscious attention, to honor your own boundaries, and to respond to signals of connection with both clarity and confidence. Every small movement toward you is a reflection of intention, a non-verbal way of saying, I want to be near you, I value you, and your presence matters to me. When you become attuned to this language of proximity, interactions transform. You no longer misinterpret distance or closeness as ambiguity. You see the signals of attraction as they are, unfiltered by doubt or assumption. You learn to recognize alignment, to feel resonance, and to understand when someone's interest is consistent and intentional. This awareness empowers you to make choices that honor your worth, to engage with people whose actions mirror authentic desire, and to protect your emotional energy from attention that is fleeting or superficial. Imagine the power of perceiving this clearly. Imagine sensing when someone seeks not just conversation but presence, when their energy naturally closes the space between you, when their movement reflects attraction and intention. You are no longer guessing or questioning. You step into every interaction with certainty, awareness, and confidence. Recognizing proximity as a signal of genuine interest strengthens your intuition, sharpens your perception, and allows you to fully embrace connections that are aligned with your value, your energy, and your essence. Every small shift, every subtle approach becomes a mirror of desire, a window into intention, and a guide to authentic connection that honors who you are and what you deserve. Have you ever noticed how some people take action before you even ask? How they anticipate needs, remember details, and create moments without prompting? When a man is genuinely attracted, he demonstrates his interest through initiative, through effort that is consistent, thoughtful, and intentional. This is not about grand gestures or performative acts. It is the quiet, steady investment of energy, time, and attention that signals true desire. He doesn't wait for the perfect moment or for you to instruct him. He notices, he acts, and he aligns his efforts with the rhythm of your life. Recognizing this allows you to distinguish between superficial interest and authentic investment, and it empowers you to respond with awareness, confidence, and clarity. Effort is one of the most powerful indicators of attraction because it is measurable, observable, and consistent. Words can be empty, charm can be fleeting, but deliberate action demonstrates intent. When a man takes the initiative, whether through thoughtful gestures, follow-ups, or proactive engagement, he is signaling that your presence is meaningful to him. Psychology tells us that humans assign value to what they invest effort in, and when his energy is focused on you, it is a reflection of both attraction and emotional investment. Recognizing these patterns allows you to assess authenticity, giving you the ability to separate true interest from surface-level attention and align your energy with those who are genuinely committed. Initiative is also a reflection of respect. When a man acts without being prompted, it shows that he values your time, your energy, and your presence. It demonstrates that his attraction is not passive, it is active, deliberate, and conscious. Every small act of consideration, every proactive effort is a signal that he prioritizes your connection. By noticing this, you learn to recognize who invests in you consistently and who merely offers fleeting attention without follow-through. This awareness strengthens your intuition and allows you to protect your emotional energy, ensuring that you invest yourself in people who reflect your value through tangible actions. Understanding the significance of effort transforms how you perceive attraction. You no longer have to wonder if someone's interest is genuine or if their intentions are clear. You begin to see patterns of behavior that reveal commitment, care, and desire. You can measure attraction by consistency rather than charm, by action rather than empty promises. This clarity empowers you to engage with people who demonstrate investment, to appreciate attention that is reliable and intentional, and to release those who only offer sporadic gestures. Every act of initiative is a mirror reflecting authentic attraction, and recognizing it allows you to step fully into connections that honor your worth. Imagine the confidence that comes from seeing these signs clearly. Imagine knowing without doubt when someone is taking deliberate steps to be part of your life, when their actions align with their words, and when their energy reflects consistent intentional desire. This awareness allows you to navigate interactions with clarity, make conscious choices, and embrace relationships that are grounded in authenticity. Recognizing effort as a measure of attraction ensures that your heart is aligned with those who are genuinely invested, protecting your energy, strengthening your confidence, and allowing you to fully receive the attention, care, and desire that you deserve. Every action becomes a reflection of intention, and every initiative becomes proof that genuine attraction is always revealed through consistent, thoughtful effort. Have you ever noticed how someone's eyes can reveal more than words ever could? How a gaze can linger, search, and connect in a way that feels both intimate and electric? When a man is genuinely attracted, his eyes are drawn to you constantly, not out of habit, but because his attention is captivated. He studies your expressions, notices your smallest movements, and reflects the energy of your presence back to you. This gaze is not superficial. It is a silent communication, a subconscious signal of desire, focus, and investment. Learning to perceive it allows you to recognize attraction at its most authentic level, giving you clarity and confidence in your connections. Eye contact is one of the most powerful tools of human connection. Neuroscience shows that prolonged and attentive eye contact releases oxytocin, the hormone of trust and bonding, creating a magnetic sense of intimacy. When a man's gaze lingers on you with genuine focus, it triggers a subconscious awareness that you are being truly seen. This is not about casual glances or passing attention. It is a reflection of intentionality. When his eyes follow you, when he locks in with curiosity and care, it is proof that his energy is invested, that his attraction is authentic, and that your presence has a profound effect on him. The intensity and consistency of attention through the eyes also reveal emotional alignment. A man who is drawn to you will naturally seek connection through sight, creating a bridge between attention and feeling. His gaze communicates understanding, admiration, and desire, often without a single word being spoken. Recognizing this allows you to feel the depth of attraction, to sense the alignment of energy, and to perceive authenticity in ways that transcend superficial interaction. Every look becomes a signal, every focus of attention a confirmation that his interest is deliberate and his presence meaningful. Awareness of this signal transforms the way you navigate relationships. You no longer have to question whether someone's interest is real or guess at their intentions. You can read the silent language of their eyes, understanding the truth of their attraction through the focus, intensity, and frequency of their gaze. This clarity empowers you to trust your intuition, respond with confidence, and engage in connections where attention and desire are consistent. You begin to differentiate between fleeting glances and purposeful focus, between casual curiosity and genuine fascination. Imagine the power of perceiving this clearly. Imagine feeling the magnetic pull of a gaze that is intentional, consistent, and deeply connected to your presence. When you recognize the language of the eyes, you step into every interaction with confidence, awareness, and authority over your own energy. You begin to see who is truly captivated by you, whose attention aligns with desire, and whose presence reflects authentic attraction. This understanding strengthens your intuition, protects your heart from uncertainty, and allows you to engage fully with people whose focus, care, and admiration are as deliberate as they are genuine. Every look becomes a signal, every gaze a reflection of intention, and every moment of attention a reminder that you are magnetic, valued, and deeply desired. Have you ever sensed someone leaning in? Not just physically, but emotionally, as if they want to bridge the gap between your world and theirs. When a man is deeply attracted, he doesn't just notice you, he invests in understanding you, seeking to connect with your thoughts, your emotions, and your inner world. This kind of engagement is intentional, consistent, and deeply revealing. It shows that his interest goes beyond appearances or surface-level charm. He wants to know who you are, what drives you, what excites you, and what matters most. Recognizing this level of attention allows you to distinguish between fleeting fascination and meaningful attraction, giving you clarity, confidence, and a deeper sense of your own worth. Emotional engagement is one of the most telling signs of genuine interest. Psychology demonstrates that humans are naturally drawn to invest in people who evoke curiosity, admiration, and care. When a man asks questions that go beyond small talk, when he listens attentively, and when he remembers the details of what you share, it is not random. His brain is signaling investment, and his behavior reflects a desire to build connection, trust, and intimacy. Understanding this allows you to see the difference between empty interest and authentic attraction, giving you the power to respond in alignment with your own value and emotional needs. When someone invests emotionally, it creates a resonance that is impossible to fake. It is not about memorizing facts or pretending to care. It is about being present, attuned, and genuinely engaged with your world. A man who is drawn to you will naturally align with your emotions, respond to your energy, and reflect back a sense of understanding and appreciation. Recognizing this allows you to perceive connection beyond words or gestures. You feel it in the way he listens, the way he responds, and the way he engages with you consistently. This awareness strengthens your intuition and allows you to make conscious choices about where and with whom you invest your emotional energy. Understanding emotional engagement transforms your perspective on relationships. You begin to value depth over superficiality, consistency over fleeting attention, and presence over performative charm. You no longer have to wonder if someone is truly interested. You can see it in the way they interact, the questions they ask, and the effort they make to know you. Every moment of genuine engagement becomes a mirror reflecting your worth, showing that you are not just noticed, you are understood, valued, and appreciated. This clarity allows you to step confidently into relationships, protect your heart, and embrace connections that are intentional and authentic. Imagine the empowerment of recognizing this truth. Imagine knowing without doubt when someone's attention is real, when their interest goes beyond the surface, and when their energy is genuinely invested in understanding you. This awareness allows you to engage fully, respond consciously, and create space for connections that honor your worth and your essence. When you perceive emotional investment clearly, you are no longer guessing, doubting, or settling. You are aware, confident, and capable of embracing relationships that are aligned with your value, your energy, and your unique presence. Every question, every attentive response, every genuine moment of interest becomes a signal of true attraction, a reflection of intention, and a confirmation that you are magnetic, cherished, and profoundly desired. Have you ever felt the undeniable pull of curiosity in someone's energy, the way their mind seems genuinely drawn to yours, seeking to understand, explore, and engage? When a man is highly attracted, he shows a deep intellectual and emotional interest in you. He wants to know your thoughts, your opinions, your dreams, and your fears. He doesn't just skim the surface, he dives into the layers of who you are, because being close to your mind and heart matters to him. Recognizing this depth of curiosity allows you to separate superficial flirtation from authentic fascination, giving you the clarity and confidence to recognize genuine attraction when it is present. Intellectual and emotional curiosity is a subtle but powerful indicator of desire. Neuroscience shows that humans are naturally wired to invest in what captivates their attention. And when someone is drawn to you, their brain seeks patterns, connections, and understanding. A man who is genuinely attracted will engage with your ideas, respond thoughtfully to your insights, and show interest in what excites or challenges you. This is not just polite conversation, it is a reflection of true investment in knowing you, valuing you, and connecting with the essence of who you are. Understanding this helps you see attraction in a more nuanced and powerful way, giving you the ability to perceive depth and intention where others might only notice charm or attention. Curiosity and attraction is also a reflection of respect. A man who truly wants to connect with you will invest energy in learning about your world because your thoughts and feelings matter to him. Every question he asks, every response he remembers, and every discussion he revisits is a signal of deliberate interest. Recognizing this allows you to feel valued, understood, and seen. You no longer have to question whether someone's attention is meaningful. Instead, you can trust the signals that indicate their engagement is thoughtful, consistent, and intentional. This awareness strengthens your perception of authenticity, allowing you to focus your energy on people whose attraction is real. When you attune to intellectual and emotional curiosity, your interactions change. You begin to notice depth, consistency, and intentionality in the way someone engages with you. You can differentiate between casual interest and genuine fascination, between fleeting attention and ongoing investment. This clarity allows you to navigate connections with confidence, knowing that the effort someone puts into understanding you reflects true desire. Every thoughtful question, every attentive response, and every subtle acknowledgement of your perspective becomes a mirror, reflecting the authenticity of their attraction and their intention to connect meaningfully. Imagine the empowerment of recognizing this clearly. Imagine sensing when someone's attention is focused not just on your presence, but on your mind and heart, when their curiosity is deliberate, consistent, and fueled by genuine fascination. This understanding allows you to engage fully, respond consciously, and invest your energy in relationships that honor your value, your intelligence, and your emotional depth. Recognizing curiosity as a sign of attraction transforms the way you perceive connection, enabling you to embrace relationships that are aligned with your essence, your worth, and the magnetic energy that draws genuine attention and intention toward you. Every question, every engagement, every thoughtful interaction becomes proof of authentic attraction, a reflection of desire, and a confirmation that you are valued, respected, and profoundly compelling. Have you ever felt someone's energy linger, a subtle pull that communicates more than words ever could? When a man is genuinely attracted, he makes space for you in ways that go beyond physical proximity or conversation. He creates emotional and mental space, giving you room to express yourself fully, to share your thoughts without judgment, and to exist authentically in his presence. This openness is a profound signal of interest because it reflects a willingness to prioritize your comfort, your voice, and your essence. Recognizing this behavior allows you to perceive attraction not as a superficial display, but as an alignment of attention, intention, and emotional resonance. Creating space is deeply tied to respect and value. Psychology demonstrates that humans respond to environments where they feel safe, seen, and heard. When a man consciously or subconsciously creates space for you, it shows that he values your presence and desires genuine connection. It is not about control or dominance. It is about attentiveness, consideration, and emotional investment. Every thoughtful pause, every opportunity he gives for you to speak or share, every gesture that encourages your authenticity becomes a reflection of true attraction. Understanding this pattern allows you to distinguish between performative interest and genuine investment, giving you the power to engage with confidence, clarity, and awareness. This form of attraction is powerful because it nurtures trust. When someone allows you space, they communicate that your needs, thoughts, and feelings matter to them. They signal that connection is not a game or a performance, but a deliberate effort to align with your energy and honor your presence. Recognizing this behavior strengthens your intuition, helping you see beyond words or surface-level gestures. You begin to notice who consistently invests in creating an environment where you can thrive emotionally and mentally, and who only offers fragmented attention without true engagement. Every moment of space he creates becomes a mirror reflecting his interest, his respect, and his desire to connect meaningfully. When you are attuned to this signal, your perception of attraction deepens. You no longer have to guess if someone values your energy or intentions. You can feel it in the way he engages, the way he responds, and the way he makes room for you to exist fully. This awareness allows you to interact with confidence, knowing that his actions are intentional, his attention is deliberate, and his interest is genuine. It also allows you to honor your own boundaries, ensuring that you invest your energy in relationships that are reciprocal, authentic, and aligned with your value. Imagine the power of recognizing this clearly. Imagine feeling the freedom of being in the presence of someone who not only desires you, but creates space for your thoughts, your feelings, and your essence to be expressed without restriction. This awareness transforms the way you engage with relationships, allowing you to focus on connections that are intentional, respectful, and deeply aligned with your energy.